Hello and welcome to iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. This is an XCOM 2 mod spotlight. Today we're going to take a brief look at the Long War Grenadier and the Long War Gunner, two of the classes included in the Long War Perk Pack. We're not going to go over each and every ability in depth, but we are going to take a look at how these classes can function on the battlefield. Before we head out on a mission, the Long War Grenadier is a powerful support unit that specializes in demolition via damaging grenades or support via flashbangs, smoke grenades, and other support grenades. Gunners are capable of dealing high damage to single targets, suppressing multiple hostiles, and even destroying cover. Now, let's head out on a mission and see what these soldiers can do. Alright, let's get this party started. Now, this is a supply raid, which means we're gonna have to be careful about where we aim our grenades, which we probably should have thought about before bringing two Grenadiers, but hey, hindsight is 2020, am I right or am I right? Seriously though, as always, we've got three soldiers on the battlefield. Our first is a Grenadier, and he's spec'd for maximum explosive damage. While this will reduce his ability to finish off single targets, and his effectiveness will be limited by the number of grenades he has, he's going to be very devastating. Next up, we have our support Grenadier. She's kitted out with 3 flashbangs and a smoke grenade, which means she'll be able to provide some serious tactical benefits to us. Last but certainly not least, we've got our man with the big gun. This gunner is spec'd to deal maximum single target damage while also increasing his allies' chance to hit. So, Grenadiers and Gunners aren't exactly the sneakiest classes in the Long War Perk Pack, so it's only right that we start things off with a flash. Or should I say, a flashbang? Terrible joke. Either way, since our support Grenadier has 3 of these things because of the abilities Flashbanger and Full Kit, we don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Boom. Now the Advent are going to be disoriented, which means even though we can't kill them all with this Overwatch ambush, they'll have reduced accuracy and mobility on their turn. And as always, we're playing with the all pods active modification, so now that we've engaged, all the rest of the Advent are like, hey, who's shooting at us? It's us, the Grenadiers, and the Gunners. Now, at this point, we've got a lot of enemies on the field, but we also have a lot of options, and ideally we want to use the most lethal one. Now, the Gunner uses XCOM's heavy weapons, which means they can pack a pretty big punch, but that punch isn't always strong enough to take down Advent soldiers. When that's the case, the ability Chain Shot will turn one standard attack into 2 at the cost of 15 aim, but sometimes it doesn't matter, because that man dead. And it looks like those guys will be dead pretty soon as well. Once again, the benefit to bringing an explosive-oriented Grenadier is the massive damage they can deal to multiple units and the environment. Now, the ability Salvo will allow me to take another action if my first action was launching a grenade, which means I could launch another grenade at this guy, but that's a little bit excessive. We'll shoot him in the chest instead. Or maybe the face, who knows, either way it gets the job done. Alright, now we're gonna switch back to our Gunner and look at one of his coolest abilities, Area Suppression. The base suppression ability allows soldiers to pin down a single target. Area Suppression, surprise surprise, it allows you to pin down multiple units in an area around your target. Although you only take a reaction shot at the first target that moves, it takes some of the randomness out of the suppression ability. Okay, we're almost done here, people. Last but certainly not least, we're going to show off the support Grenadier's flashbangs one more time. But this time, a special effect is going to proc. Normal flashbangs can only disorient targets, and against sectoids and codex, they disable special abilities. The ability Stinger Grenades gives your flashbangs a chance to stun targets, which can buy you enough time to do whatever it is you need to do on a mission. Now we're going to finish things off in a big way with one last grenade and the Gunner's ability Saturation Fire. This ability blankets a small cone-shaped area with bullets, damaging all enemies and potentially destroying any cover within the radius. Boom, dead, mission over, we win, Advent loses, fuck Advent. So there you go, the Long War Gunner and the Grenadier are very similar to the base game's Grenadier, but just like with the Long War Ranger and Shinobi, they have enough differences about them that they're interesting and fun to play with. So, the name of the game is XCOM 2, the name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.